Good evening and welcome to Scare Tour's Sunday Synopsis for Sunday, March the 8th. So first up, we really must mention the coronavirus. We went to the supermarket yesterday and it was like visiting an escape room. After 30 minutes of wandering around, we realised that our mission was to buy toilet roll and hand wash. Clearly the management were having fun with us as all the shelves seemed to be empty. We ran around the shop but failed to escape with the required supplies. So if the news is to be believed, we will probably all be zombies by the next time we talk. But then over the years, we've visited so many zombie experiences, such as zombie infection, zombie nightmares, zombie uprising, etc. We should now know what to do in a virus outbreak. So we should be safe. But are you? But joking aside, life continues on regardless of what the media would have us believe. So what have we learnt this week? Firstly, in sad zombie news, Movie Park Germany have confirmed that The Walking Dead Breakout will close this year and will be replaced with a ghost hunting laser adventure. We've commented before that this really seems to be the year for losing Walking Dead experiences, what with the recent closure at Universal Studios Hollywood and the replacement of Walking Dead Living Nightmare at Thorpe Park. We are all for keeping attractions fresh with new ideas, but all three of these zombie experiences will be replaced with something more family friendly. Last week, we actually speculated on Thorpe Park Fright Nights with the closure of Walking Dead Living Nightmare in place of Black Mirror Labyrinth. We've since found out that the Jungle Escape will actually be returning this year, so we don't actually know if that will host a Fright Nights maze in that building. Saying that, the website does quote that the very best Halloween event in Surrey features nerve-shredding scare attractions, including brand new live-action horror experiences. Note the plural there. Looks like we could be getting more than one new experience. Meanwhile, over in Northern Ireland, in a surprise announcement, Crumlin Road Gaol in Belfast confirmed a Friday the 13th one-off opening for their Jail of Terror event. Friday the 13th, will it be unlucky for you? The Jail of Horror, described as one of Belfast's most fearsome scare attractions, is back for one day only. Visitors, if they dare, will enter the haunted prison site and face all their fears in an intense scare-after-scare journey which only has one way out. This one-of-a-kind Friday the 13th special, Jail of Horror, is full of surprises and guaranteed to make even the bravest of visitors jump. Over in Wales, Silver Mountain Experience have confirmed the return of Terror Mountain for its 6th year, and this year will see a brand new maze for 2020. In other news, the Vampire at Chessington celebrates its 30th birthday when it opens next week. We were lucky to get a very special preview of this earlier today, and although there was no scare attraction, as they had in its 21st birthday celebration, we can't wait to ride this as part of this year's Halloween event, where we are sure the updated theming in the queue line and the return of the organist to its former glory will be an event highlight. And in other vampire news, a new horror-themed immersive experience comes to Bristol this week called Dr. Dracula. This will be an immersive multimedia theatre experience which examines the symbolic role of blood in mythology, religion and literature, and how it intersects with a cutting-edge medical understanding of blood in the 21st century. The production presents a darkly magical vampiric world bridging diverse time periods and informed by the academic research of Professor Nick Groom and Dr. Luke Pylin. In the escape room world, we're really pleased that Trapp'd in Wellingborough were able to reopen their venue after their recent flooding. This is home to the Forsaken, which was a really fun and scary room that we experienced last year. So if you can get along to support them, we would highly recommend it. Also, Xscream Escapes have revealed that they will be closing their Bedlam escape room, but will run their scary version for the last few weeks of operation. They're quoted as saying, "It is with regret that Bedlam Escape the Asylum is closing its doors on Sunday the 2nd of May 2020. Bedlam was one of our original escape rooms which we always held dear in our hearts, so keep your eyes peeled for further updates. This also means that there might be some space to build something new, so there will be future emails closer to the time. The asylum has been dormant for a while now, however the souls inside will not be going down without a fight. That's right, it's the return of Bedlam the Awakening, which will be available for the following selected dates and slots. The Bedlam Institute ran for over 75 years, harbouring those thought mentally unstable to be members of society. Opening first in the late 1800s as a refuge for people who needed help, it soon turned into something far more sinister as the doctors began to perform horrifying experiments and tests on some of the patients. Many of the early patients died as a result of the testing and then disappeared, most of their records, in what was to become a large-scale cover-up by those in charge at the Institute. After many years of these torturous procedures, the Institute began experimental testing in secret to hide from the public what the truth really was. The victim count grew higher, and even innocent members of society were admitted into Bedlam under false pretences. With the reports of one Annie Sandbrook, who became the victim of this slander, still yet to be found, the asylum was shut down and remained desolate until now. The Institute has woken again, with former patients seeking their revenge on the living. Do you have what it takes to make it out alive in less than 60 minutes, or will you be controlled by the trapped souls within Bedlam? This is going to be a live version of the maze. There will be an actor included in there, so this is definitely a scarier version than the current version of the asylum. And for those attending ScareCon at Thorpe Park in May, we have an exclusive discounted ticket offer to experience this live escape room on the Monday night before the main ScareCon event. So that's it. We will sign off for another week, and if you like this video, don't forget to press the subscribe button below to be informed as soon as we load up the next one. Follow us across our social media platforms for news that happens. Check out the website for the updated listings of events happening near you, as well as the links to all our historical reviews. Until then, stay safe, stay scary, and we will see you on the other side.